we are just one day away now from the beginning of Team of the Year. We've got the Women's Team of the Year now fully confirmed. We've got a crazy good Team of the Year SBC, Team of the Year Icon SBC, I should say, that has been now confirmed as well. We got Team of the Year Evolutions leaked, and unfortunately, it's probably not going to be what you had hoped they would look like, but we'll go and talk about it. There's probably more stuff I'm forgetting too. I don't even know anymore. If you guys want to buy coins, you can go to MMOXP.com. The link is in the description. Use my code JFC at checkout for a 5% discount. But what I do know is we did get Zico today. 12 squads to complete. Okay, I think it's coming in at right around 1 million coins, I want to say, with a few tradable packs back that you'd hope we maybe make a 50k to 100k back, you would hope. But I've heard great things about Zico. I do wonder if he'll fall a little bit out of the power curve in a couple of weeks here. But then again, like a 5-star midfielder with these stats, it's difficult to call this card behind the power curve until pretty much team of the season, right? So I still think it's definitely going to be worth crafting. I've not used him though myself. Like I said, I've heard very good things about it. And I did see somebody, point out that they're kind of releasing these icon SBCs right now, that EA might be thinking to themselves, hey, these cards will be out of the power curve relatively soon, or at least just behind it more than what they are now. Like this Thierry Henry, right? He's 4-star. Rapid Plus is pretty good, but it's not the most insane ever. And he's a good card for sure. Right now, he's really good, but maybe in a couple weeks, he might not be as good as he is right now, but that's just, the nature of FIFA at the same time. So as long as you're aware of that, it doesn't really matter too much. What we do have though is the full Team of the Year schedule before we get into all of the Team of the Year leaks. So attackers, midfielders, defenders, and full team. The women's team is going to be in at the same time as what Sheriff says. So that means the full team on the 25th of January will be out, and I'm assuming there will be upgrade packs that day out. That will probably be the stream day for opening all of the packs. If we know for sure beforehand there's going to be upgrade packs out at that time, if they're already out, then obviously it for sure will be the 25th of January. There's just no way I can open all my packs without throwing my duplicates into something because I'm going to have so many of them. But tomorrow it's on the way, so that's very exciting. Now let's get into the Women's Team of the Year leaks one by one here. Alexia Putellas did make the team. Apparently she was hurt for like half or 3/4 of the season, but apparently it didn't matter at all. So she is in the team, and the card's going to be ridiculous. Easily one of the most expensive midfielders that will be in the game. We got a pretty obvious one here, Aitana Bonmati as well, one of the best midfielders probably going to be in the game. Everyone's going to be opening either Premier League upgrade packs or the La Liga upgrade packs, because there's going to be like no point in doing anything else, because La Liga is combined with the female La Liga, right? Next up, we've got Karchawi. People were wondering if Rolfo would make it, if Basha would make it. Looks like it is the other left back, and that is Karchawi. And her inform at the start of this year was an insane left back. I loved using that card. And I apologize, Karchawi. I was not familiar with your game. Next, we've got our first fodder Team of the Year card, probably ever. You might say, why would she be fodder? It's a goalkeeper Team of the Year. Well, I believe she's 5'8". So congratulations, you will be packing a Team of the Year this year. You'll be packing Mary Earps. Now, she is 95 rated, or gonna be something like that, so she'll still be like pretty expensive, like 100k, probably 100k plus. But she won't ever be more than what a 95 rated card is worth, or whatever rating she is. I think it's well deserved. I'm pretty sure she's like one of the best keepers for women's in the world, but for FIFA purposes, not so great for us. For right back, we got Ona Batye. Batye is how you pronounce it, maybe. Once again, more Barcelona links, La Liga links, right? We'll see what that card looks like when it comes out. We've got Wendy Renard, who is 6'2", I believe. So she's like one of the best women's center backs that you could possibly hope to be in Team of the Year, and she's going to be in it. So welcome to the women's version of Virgil van Dijk. If she has like Anticipate plus Aerial or some bullshit, this will be one of the best center backs in the game. We've also got Oberdorf, and once again, some of these cards that have, a little bit worse base cards, because Oberdorf has a high rated base card, but it's got like 50 something pace, I want to say. So we'll just have to see what they end up doing with those boosts, but I'm assuming, knowing EA, they've done this for like the past couple of years. There's like no Team of the Year card with less than like 85 pace. So Oberdorf is on the way. And lastly, we've got the 3 attackers, and you can see them up there. It is going to be Graham Hansen, Sophia Smith, and Sam Smith. I don't think that's her last name, but the front three is going to be Sam Kerr, Sophia Smith, Graham Hansen. This entire team. We also didn't see Bright as well, by the way. So many of this team is going to be ridiculous. This Team of the Year is going to be the biggest ever. Now, will that mean it's going to be the best ever? It's yet to be determined, but I'm optimistic. I'm hopeful it's going to be the best one yet. And the women's team looks pretty ridiculous. And we've got a new Team of the Year icon SBC, and that is going to be Sawa. She's easily one of my favorite midfielders I've used this year. And now it says Jockey Plus here. I I don't know why that would be there. If maybe that's a leak of some kind. It doesn't say on here that it for sure will be Jockey Plus. I hope it's not, but I think she has what, Relentless Plus, I want to say right now, which is actually pretty useful. But this is going to be probably one of the best ones they've released yet. So if you're, you know, thinking about crafting a midfielder, I'd hold up for Sawa because she's insane in this game. And a Team of the Year icon Sawa, I think that's worth waiting for. And now we've got one that's I'm not exactly sure what's going on here. We have Team of the Year Objective Dante. Now listen, I can't say I know exactly how good of a season Dante has had. I have actually no idea. If you're an avid Ligue 1 watcher, if you're a Nice fan, is this actually like legit or is this some sort of bait? The Sheriff says here, if this is a bait, then you really got me on this, EA. And sometimes what can happen too is they will get the certain card type wrong that's leaked of a player. So you've got like Dante could be a flashback or something like that instead of a Team of the Year objective. But he does say Team of the Year objective. So, okay. So now this was where I want to say 12 hours ago or so. Yeah, about 12 hours ago, we had a huge leak and it had everybody hyped up. It said 2 Evos, Team of the Year Evos set to come to Ultimate Team soon. Expected release dates the 19th and 20th. So everybody got super hyped up, obviously, because we can make our own Team of the Year card. Even if it wasn't to the stats, it still sounds super awesome. But then we got word that, unfortunately, the following 2 Team of the Year Evos will not have anything to do with Team of the Year, unfortunately. Just lower rated cards as a max rating and no Team of the Year design. And just like that, we snapped back to reality with no fun allowed. But we do have like the leaks of some of these requirements here, and we actually do not have the Striker Evolution leaked for requirements, but we have the CDM ones. I'm assuming that one probably is coming first. And of course, it costs 100,000 coins, everybody, or just a little cheeky $5. Here are the requirements here. Once again, it's another kind of evolution with a lower rated base card. Overall, does go to plus 12 though. The fact it goes to 89, maybe there could end up being some kind of Team of the Year design that goes with it. But, you know, as of right now, that was not leaked to be the case. Here are all of the upgrades on it. Weak Foot +1, Anticipate plus Playstyle. And we can look at some of the cards here. You got like Weston McKennie and Jeffrey Schlupp. Schlupp looks pretty good. 90 pace CDM with Anticipate is pretty awesome. McKennie looks pretty good there too. But let's be honest here, it's not what we were hoping for. So I'm assuming the Striker one probably will also be a little bit lower rated. But yeah, is it what anybody was hoping for? Definitely not. But obviously we could possibly see a Team of the Year Evo, maybe toward the end of Team of the Year, that actually had a card design like this. Is it likely? I would say no, but, you know, let's just give him a chance at least. Here was the loading screen, by the way. Quick Step and Trivella. So, I mean, that's going to be ridiculous. If that's Mbappe, it's all over. And then Power Shot and Dead Ball here, and I don't really know who that could be. That could be really anybody, I suppose. But, yeah, 2 Playstyle pluses on the Team of the Years and the icons. I'm assuming this also means not on the nominees as well. And randomly, we also got the promo after Team of the Year, which is usually Future Stars. Usually there's a week and then there's Future Stars. We have the card design leaked for it already, and it looks insane. So we can obviously look forward to this. They try and keep us all on the game after Team of the Year, so they give us Future Stars like immediately after. And yeah, that card looks amazing. I'm not gonna lie, that's one of the best cards I've probably seen in a while. And also, I don't know exactly where this info is coming from, but Razor says we will have 2 flashback SBCs during Team of the Year. Sancho's just a concept, but he apparently knows we're gonna get 2 of them. I knew we'd get 1 because we always end up getting 1, but apparently we're going to get 2. I mean, the content, hopefully, is going to be awesome for the next 2 weeks. And now we've also got a new pack leak as well. We have an 86 times 25 Team of the Year store pack. The description, it includes 25 rare gold players with 86 or higher. Also, 3 Team of the Year player pick loans, 1 of 2, I believe, and 3 Team of the Year icon pick loans for 10 games. So that'll be a store pack on the way here soon. And Jacko says, yeah, so basically equivalent of 84.25 from previous years. That's probably true, honestly. Actually, the SBC of Zico is 1.4 mil. I actually thought it was like 1 million coins. The tradable version is actually 1 million coins. So that makes me even less inclined. I mean, 1.4 mil for that Zico SBC, that is definitely not cheap. We'll just put it that way. Now, with the market right now, we're seeing some panic on cards that are going to be in Team of the Year, right? Remember, we talked about we're going to see panic on some of these special cards like a Graham Hansen Trailblazers card because people are worried that the Team of the Year is going to make this one crash, right? But what's actually probably going to happen is the Team of the Year is going to come out and be 4 million coins, which means that this one goes back to 1 mil. And seeing the Team of the Year Evos, probably, at least for the start, are not going to be very good. That tells me that this actually could be even a decent buy right now. If you bought Graham Hansen or any of these Team of the Year cards that have special cards out that are crashing right now, look at their graph, Inform Van Dyke, these kinds of guys, see if they're going down right now. If they are, I don't mind, picking one up because I don't really know at this point on what's going to make things that are out of packs crash a lot more. The only way that does happen is if some SBCs come out that are going to be insanely cheap, that are going to be super meta, which there is a chance it happens, but at the same time, you can't really predict that. So honestly, like even with cards that are not like that, out of pack specials, this might be the buy time, low-key, for out-of-pack specials. Impact stuff, even icons like a George Best, it might be a little bit later, like in a day or two of Team of the Year. That might be a better time, but I kind of think if you're trying to buy out-of-packs cards, now's a pretty good time. I actually do. That could bite me in the ass. I'm going to buy some cards that are out-of-packs right now, but I don't really know, seeing the leaks, what's going to make things drop a lot that's not going to be an SBC. I'm sure Sao is going to be crazy expensive, and those flashbacks, we don't know yet. They might not come out for like a week, so it's going to be very interesting right now to see exactly what happens. If you have fodder as well, by the way, I'm selling that today because I don't want to hold all the way into Friday. I'm definitely going to try and sell. You're making a profit on it anyway, which is great. And also, Team of the Weeks went massively down today, massively. And I don't really talk about Team of the Week investing too much on the channel because it's not my favorite thing personally to do. I've talked about it a couple times, but the floor is so low, it's so tough to make that call for me personally. But I saw a ton of people on Twitter that got absolutely burned by Team of the Weeks right now. They might even bounce back up again. So honestly, your best bet could even be just to wait and be patient with it. But all right, let's get to your comments now. At Ace Dia says, people asking for a Travella nerf is actually wild considering how bad finishing is and how unbelievably OP 5 defensive AI is. And I actually do mostly agree with this. I don't like scoring Travellas. Like, I really don't like that. It's not that satisfying to me. Sometimes you score even a broken goal and it's kind of satisfying still. I remember FIFA 19 when you score like those turnaround spinning shots that were first time. It was like satisfying to score them, even though they were obviously broken. Travellas I don't have that same satisfaction with, honestly, but at the same time, if you're gonna nerf Travellas, you gotta nerf some of the defensive AI right now. I think it's very likely we end up with a Travella patch and defensive AI just goes nowhere. It stays exactly the same. And I also want to say I've gotten a lot of extremely nice comments recently, so thank you for anybody who leaves a comment like this. I read them all, so it's super meaningful. At Bruise FC says, I recently evolved TOTY Gomez with Growth Spurt, and of course he's no Van Dyke, but he plays really well and I have no particular issue with him. And that's kind of like the sentiment I was seeing a lot with most people's comments. They were saying like, yeah, my Evo that is a bronze or silver plays good. It's not Van Dyke or Mbappe, but they still play really well. And I also do think it's just like, it depends on the card really. Or there's gonna be some bronze cards you Evo up to an 88 or something like that. They're gonna play awesome, and some that probably end up with more fake stats. I don't know exactly what the reason is. Probably a lot of factors that go into it. Height and base play styles maybe, and body type and lots of other stuff probably go into it. I don't even know exactly, but that's kind of the sentiment I was getting from most of the comments. So, are your Evos playing well? And what do you think about the Team of the Year Evos? More than likely, we're not going to get Team of the Year evolutions straight up, which I think is probably not super surprising, but at the same time, it would have been really cool to see that, even if they didn't get, Team of the Year level stats, just a low 90s card that has a Team of the Year card design. And maybe we'll still see that. I don't know, but mark the calendars. It's probably January 25th. We will be live streaming right at content time. I can't wait for it, and I love you all. Next video over soon. Peace.